I'm supposed to feel about it, how the viewer's supposed to feel about it. And it's just, yeah, I'd like to see it opened up a little bit more in here. Okay, Bill.
Rural living.
Ah, nice.
It's a unicorn.
It's so, got this. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna, yeah, you guys throw me in a conundrum here. I'm gonna go 12 on this, and the question I'm gonna ask is, if you had taken a couple steps to your right, would you have cleared the arse end of this horse from the barn and separated a little just by moving to the right? Maybe. And it would have made that just a little bit nicer image.
You'd have lost the barn then.
No, you wouldn't. Patty, the thing's 60 foot tall. How are you going to lose it?
It's my photo, I can ask.
Oh, okay.
Small town abstract.
Oh, you're killing me. I love this kind of stuff. It's all pure interpretation. You know, I mean, I could give it, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give it a 15 because it's your photo, it's not mine, and it's pure abstract. And I love it, and it could be done, you could take that same image and manipulate it 15 different ways, and it'd still be a great image. Compositionally, it's all put together well. Looks like it, I don't know, you guys know who Irving Penn is? Some of you might. Irving Penn was a commercial photographer, famous, and he did a lot of work for Life in the 40s and 50s, 60s, 70s. He worked until he was like 90 years old. But he did a series of frozen vegetables. If you drop, you ever see a pack of frozen vegetables? If you took the wrapper off, you'd have a square of carrots. Or, but he did a whole bunch of stuff where he took these frozen vegetables and stacked them up and got all these wacky colors, and it kind of looked like that. And I was like, man, that reminds me of an Irving Penn. He's probably considered one of the 10 best photographers of the century. They just had a show of his at the Frick last year, a 100-year anniversary show, Museum of Modern Art, and it came to Pittsburgh. So anyway, nice work. Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me, you're killing me. Okay, okay, I'll tell you what. You're gonna get a 15, I love it. What if you had just, I mean, I can, okay, I see what you're doing. I'm trying to say, and I don't know if this, and here's something, it's not, I'm not perfect, I don't know the answer to a lot of things. I'm just asking the question on this shot, what if I had seen a little more to the left? Would that have helped this? No?
Too much building.
Is this train too close to this edge? Patty says no. Okay.
I like it where it is.
Bill likes it where it is.
I like it.
Okay.
Let's take a vote. Who likes it where it is? Everybody show hands.
Show of hands, who likes it? No right or wrong. Okay. Nice shot. Really nice shot. Nice treatment in black and white. Ooh.
We're open.
I know that kind of shot. Okay, boy, this is a good, I love it. It's very graphic. Nice composition. Hey, how about a 15, but I'll tell you what I would do. See this little thing up here? Why even bother have that in there? I mean, I would just nip that out of there. It would strengthen the photo, in my opinion. But does it hurt it at this point in time? Not really.
I think the modern car does.
Yeah, but maybe the modern car is the yin yang, So I don't mind, especially check it out, it's a Mercedes. You know, talk about yin yang, right there, baby.
Should be
This
American.
guy can't afford a good meal because he's driving a Mercedes.
Or he's the owner.
Or he's the owner, yeah. In which case he's making too much money on the blue plates. Oh,
Looking down on a small town.
nice shot. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give you a 13 on this. I think it's a tad overexposed. Could be like, here again, that third to a half stop, darker would strengthen the image. But it's a good shot. I could see it in a travel brochure.
Small
Oh,
town surrounded
talk
by
ab-
autumn.
Talk about travel brochure. I want to go there. Okay. I'm going to give that a 15.
Nice color.
Real nice color. Nice composition. Got this slight arc going on here. Okay. Oh,
Unity and separation.
boy, nice composition. Nice sky, not. It's got a nice black and white feel to it. It's a little bit on the soft side. Love the, you know, the highlights in the grass here. 15.
Central
Oh.
City, Colorado.
Another nice shot. Another nice shot. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to tell you why too. It's a 14, not a 15, but I'll tell you why. It's a little too juicy. You know, I think down in here, like, we've lost some of the shadow details. Little too contrasty. Little too contrasty. Which, what did I get? 14, not a 15. For that reason, I'm doing it. But it's a great composition and it's a great shot.
Small town service.
Oh, here again, this awesome shot. Look at, I love the composition. 14, but here again, I'm giving it a 14 because the treatment in black and white is a little, is emotionally not quite there. A little too contrasty, I think, for my taste. But it's a great shot. Oh. So, I mean, it's awesome. Oh, it's a 15. It's an awesome shot. It doesn't get better than that.
What if it were black and white?
What's that?
What if it were black and white?
What if it were black and white?
It
Would still be a 15, Bill.
Yeah, just have,
But,
You would've seen the blue outfits.
it would,
it's
it'd
still,
go black.
it's a great shot.
It's a great shot. It would,
Small town sadness.
man, this. Hey, what is this laying here? Can anybody know? Can tell what that is?
Piece of fabric.
Purple mouse.
A roach. Oh, is that? Oh no, is that a pipe?
Probably real.
Yeah.
He has sharper here here, that's so what.
Oh. We don't know. Oh well. You know what? This is. I was just watching a documentary on the Black Panthers, and this is such a cool shot. Okay, it works as a portrait. It works as, like, you know, opioid addiction. Okay, so I would like to see, if I was a working photographer and I was working the streets on this shot. Okay, I'm giving you a 15 for the shot, but I'm telling you, if I was working this shot, I'd do the close-up, and I'd get a medium shot and a wide shot. do you guys know who Eisenstadt was? And that name sound familiar? He was a 1930s older guy, Eisy they called him. He was a life photographer. But he said every photo he took, and he used Leicas and traveled all around the world, but he said every photo he took 3 shots. A wide, a medium, and a close-up. And so as an editorial photographer, I would say, you know, I would like to see, if I saw a contact sheet of this, I would have really liked to see those variations on it. But it's a great photo. It's a great find. It takes a lot of guts to do this kind of work too. I don't know who took it, but God love you going out on the street and doing this kind of work.
An
Nice.
old Idaho corral store.
I love this because here again, it's got that pastel-y feel to it. And I'm in a 15 kind of mode here. I'm kind of rocking that 15 here lately. You guys are getting on the shtick here. But I love the feel. I love, you know, there's so many variations that you can do when you open up a photo and you're working in color, and what you can do to strengthen an image. And I love people that do stuff where they have what I call their own voice, where they're not trying to emulate somebody else, but they're trying to find their voice to make an emotional connect between their work and the viewer. And this photo, a lot of these photos have that. Congratulations, you guys. Congratulations. Okay.
Home sweet
Oh,
home.
that's Warren.
Yep.
That is Warren, PA. And this is a 14. I think it needs to be, there's something just a little bit, you know, I think it might need to be just 1/3 of a stop darker. Nice.
Town church.
Okay. What's my favorite number in the last one? Give it to him. 15. Okay, but this is a cool shot. I'm going to tell you what I would, if it was my shot, I'd probably come in here and darken a little bit of this down and see how this light, where would this light reflect off this building? Boom, it would reflect here, it would reflect here, and it would reflect here. I'd probably darken this down and maybe just pop a little dodge there to make the light dance on that building a little more.
A blight of small town America.
Blight. You know, emotionally, this is, I'm going to tell you, this is a great shot. It's a good composition. It's got all the structure and elements, but it's emotionally not connecting with me because of the coloring. It needs to be a little moodier. So all that being said, we're going to give this a 13. And there you go. Give yourself a round of applause. There's some awesome images in there.
All right, in
Jerry.
bronze, Jerry Olszewski. In silver, we have Barbara Klaptroff and Debbie Nukowski and John Mangan.
Nice.
In gold is Rich McBride, Dan Wolf. In diamond, Mike Purcell, Terry Nicotra, Gerald Meredith. And in platinum, we've got Bob Grubbs, Tom Madura, Gail Winslow. small town stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. Oh, there's interesting things. All right, anything goes here. Hummingbird moth.
It's in,
Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna look at here, not there.
yeah, we gotta fix it, recalibrate this, projector.
Again?
Yep.
Is there any way to do it now?
No. Unless
You got an hour?
You got an hour?
Well, I mean, as far as the focus.
No, got an hour? Oh, 20 minutes.
Okay, so this is outside my realm of photography. So it's hard for me to comment on this kind of stuff because I don't know what is and isn't a great insect shot. I would probably say a 13 only because should this be in focus? I don't know, should it be focus stacked? Would it strengthen the image or is this okay?
That's a movement.
That's movement? Your guess. So anyway, so for me, I'm giving it a 13. I could be entirely wrong, and I apologize for that. But anyway, you're stuck with it. Oh,
Fill it up.
is this down at Ty and Esta? Anybody? Or you're probably not allowed to say, because then you'll know who did the
Or is
photo.
it by Oil Creek, maybe?
Oil Creek, maybe?
It's gotta be done there somewhere.
Yeah, I think I might have taken this photo. It's the, I'm gonna give it a 14, and I'll tell you why. I'm not a fan of the mixed media where you color one thing and make the rest of the photo black and white. That's me. So you're getting you're getting a 14 instead of a 15. So. Oh,
The library at Trinity College in Dublin.
Dublin. Nice. Okay. My little buddy, this is, you're getting, I'm saying you're gonna get a 12, and I'll tell you why. It needs to be squared up, and we're a little bit, let me look, I gotta keep looking at, I'm looking at the wrong place. Yeah, you're about an f-stop and a half off. I think you needed to stop down to pull. This is a shot that demands to be in focus from front to back. So, and it's out of focus here, and it drifts into focus. That's, I don't know if you're holding the camera and you couldn't stop down anymore, but if you had shot this at probably, 16 would have pulled this off. You know, straightened the lines in f16 and had it all in focus, it'd be killer. Okay.
Pedal power.
Oh, gorgeous. Boy, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna call that a 15. I'm gonna say that, you know, I'm not gonna try and interpret it. That's your interpretation. Sweet. Okay.
Reach for the sky.
Reach for the sky. Okay. We have a cool idea. I don't know if I'm digging the dead trees. You know? I don't know. I don't know where you're going with this. I'm giving it a 12 because I'm not quite clear on the emotion, you know, the message here. Oh,
Lord Baltimore.
like I said, you know, it's really nice, nicely done. You know, I'm gonna go. It's even better on the computer. Oh, it's beautiful on the computer. 15. Oh, killer shot. I love this kind of stuff. 15. Nice. Nicely done. Boy, that's awesome on looking at the computer. Great shot. Great shot. Another.
Ibis reflection.
How about I'm going to give it a 13? I think it's a tad overexposed. If it was just a little more detail in the whites. Everything else is great.
My blessing.
My blessing. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys a little story here. The guy that I studied with was a protege. He lived with Minor White. I don't know if you guys know who Minor White was. Minor White worked with Ansel Adams. So the guy that I worked with Minor White. And we were out in the woods one time photographing, and I found this beautiful rock, and it was just not exactly the rock I wanted. And he said, "Ed, pee on the rock." And he said, "We do it all the time." And so this brings to my mind the shot. The name of it is My Blessing. The shot is this cool colored boat, My Blessing. I would honestly walk into the shot. You are the commander in chief of your photography. Drag this boat out of the shot. Then you got a killer shot. Okay. But as it stands right now, beautiful skies and all this, but Dandy here, little Dandy is kind of bugging me. So I'm going like the idea is almost there, so I'm going 11 on it.
Twisted.
What, are you kidding me? What's going on down here? Let me see down here. Picnic table. What if, here again, boy, killer shot, 14, but I would have gone in and dragged the picnic table out of the shot.
Burned it.
Burned it, dragged, there's probably a rattlesnake living down there.
Cabin window.
Cabin window. Oh, man. It's beautiful. You know what? I'll bet you if I went through the first batch and looked at the computer, not the screen, I would have given some different comments. Okay, so anyway, that being said, it's beautiful on the screen. Tones are where they should be. That's a 14. I mean, that's killer.
You want it back?
No.
Wild water.
Okay, Wild Water here. That's a, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'll tell you why, I'm giving it a 13 because I think it's time of day. Okay, we have flat light, which is cool, but it's a little later in the day. I think this would be a great shot right at sunrise or, flat light early. You'd get a little more sparkle up in here in these greens. You might even use a polarizer on this. Might pull out some more texture, more life in these trees. This is a little bit overexposed here, okay? I don't know what you shot, the metadata on this, but this is probably, you want to keep water, play with it a little bit, I don't know if, but this looks like it was a little longer than a quarter of a second. So if it gets into 1 second, it starts to all wash out and blend together. So I would try that. Oh.
The plover and the crab.
The plover. Is that pronounced plover or plover?
Either way.
Either way?
Either way, it's nice.
Well, I want to educate myself. Where's the crab?
Right there, dark brown thing.
That
Looks like a
this? This is a horseshoe crab.
Yep.
Oh! I was like looking for a little claw or something somewhere.
Birds eat their eggs.
Ooh, yum yum. What about this? What about this? What about? I'll tell you what. I'm not a. I'm giving it a 13. This bugs me right here. So. Okay. Other than that, oh, that's kind of.
Kenya Ford Lagoon.
very pretty, beautiful composition. I'm trying to get a feel for the light here, you know, and I'm just wondering, like, what would strengthen the feel of the light? Well, it's a 13, but I think the feeling could be strengthened here a little bit. This has got a nice pop of light coming off of there. And the light's coming from over here. Well, probably what? What are we talking here? Well, I don't know where it is, so, but I'm thinking it's 8 o'clock or something in the morning, maybe.
Could be any time in Alaska.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, there's something just
That's smoke.
smoke.
Yeah,
Oh,
on the mountains.
okay. Yeah, I'd want to go in and revisit this a little bit. Whoever shot this, and see if I could, you know, it wouldn't hurt to burn. I'll tell you what. Do this. Try this. To go back into Photoshop, burn this green down right here, and then put like a 10% dodge on this edge of this stream to pop this out. Darken this a little bit in here, pop those canoes out. And then this, I don't know, these greens, I might do a little dodge right here, dance a little light. See how these trees right here, see this break in these trees? What if you popped a little dodge right here and here? Just a kiss those trees with a little light. Okay. Oh, that's cute. I don't know, I like it. It's so, yeah, so this is like just a great shot. I can see it in a lot, you know, magazine usage a lot. So I'm saying, so this is like a 15-ish. Love the background, you did nice. Oh, this is nice, nicely well done here.
Mirror image.
I'm giving Mirror a 14 because I see how this line here runs uphill. I don't know if it needs to be rotated the right side down a little. I mean, so it could be just this, could just be the shoreline,
Yes,
but I'm looking back here too, and I'm seeing that it looks uphill back here too. So maybe just a little
Genesee Lighthouse.
Genesee, where's that?
New York.
New York?
New York.
Okay, this looks like it was shot on tungsten film. It's got a blue overcast, but yet we know it's a sunny day. So go back in and correct that, and I think you got a 12 going on here.
The Dahlia and the Bee.
That's got a nice flow. I mean, is there anything wrong with that? No, there's nothing wrong. There's zip. I could do, yeah, it's beautiful. It's a 15. There you go. Oh, man. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, 14. And I'll tell you why. I'm looking at the computer because I want to see it's a little bit out of focus. Just so slightly on these two ends. So it's probably shot pretty wide open. If you could have grabbed another f-stop or something, you might have pulled that in.
Winter Ride.
Nice. Okie doke. I know where that one is. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give, everything's done right. I'm going to give it a 12, but the question I have is, why did you take the shot going away and not towards camera? don't know. That would be my question. If I was a photo editor buying photos from, oh,
You look
All
shattered.
right, did you
That's
want
a-
on that one, or?
well, you can go back. I mean, so that would be my question here, is I'd like to see the, you know, especially this guy wearing the top hat and stuff. I think the interest is on the other end here. So, that's my comment. What an interpret, you know, what did I say earlier? I said, I don't like those shots where they do the color and the black and white in the same shot. But here is a unique vision where it's, to me, is different. I love this. I don't even know. I mean, usually I can figure stuff out. I'm like, oh, how did they do this? Somebody took a lot of time to do this. So anyway, it's a 15 and it's a cool shot. I can see that at gallery and I can see it selling. Can I be your broker?
Morning's rays.
Morning rays. Ah, nice, nice. I love all this. You know, good shot. What's going on here? A little bit of a road. Got some cool stuff here. Little light. I love dancing light. When I see light dancing around in a photo, I might have tried to dance a little. Like this goes from extreme to dead black. Maybe a little more subtle transition between here and here. But outside of that, it's a 14 because of that. It's very, very close to being perfect.
Into the cyber zone.
What is the cyber zone?
That's what it says on the side. Cyber zone.
Okay, I'll tell you what you're gonna do here. You got a cool shot going on, everything's really cool. I would revisit this photo. I would set it up exactly the same way. I'm gonna give you a 12 on it. But do yourself a favor. This guy right here, he either has to be perfectly sharp or he has to be a trail. You know, like a 1 or 2 second exposure. Get an orange streak going through. Would it be even more fun if you wanted to take the time to do it? Hide a flash behind this pillar. Do a 1 second exposure soon, and then when he walks past the pillar, pop, and then you get a perfectly sharp outline and a trail of him, and then all this stuff is cool. This is what I call, you know, a concept shot, where I would revisit it. You tried this, and now you're going to go back and make it stronger. Buy a red sweatshirt, and then whoever you find, pop it on them, make them walk through the shot.
Ahead of the wave.
Cool shot. 15. This is a shot you have to see on the computer. Because everything, I mean, there's detail and all this white. You know, I love when you have whites and you get that